This is the second video in our short series of videos on movies based on a lockdown scenario. In the first video of the series, we showcased our list of best lockdown movies made in Indian cinema. If you have not seen that video, do check it out. The link is in the description. In this video, we are ready with our list of international films on lockdown theme. This list is huge and choices are many as expected. Ever since the pandemic outbreak across the globe, Steven Soderbergh's 2011 pandemic thriller Contagion has seen an enormous spike in viewing. However, as we have mentioned in our last video, we are listing movies which have lockdown as the central theme. The lockdown could be of an individual or a group of people. It could also be of a physical or mental nature. We use the term lockdown with a certain artistic liberty with or without the pandemic. So, if not Contagion, what's in our list? Stay tuned to check out. This is COMMENT and you're watching Top 5 International Films based on lockdown. At number 5 in our list is Room by Lenny Abrahamson, released in the year 2015. This independent drama is about a woman held captive for 7 years with their 5-year-old son having never witnessed anything beyond their little prison room. The movie fetched Brie Larson a well-deserved Best Actress Oscar nod. But not only for Brie, watch out for young Jacob Tremblay's believable performance as the kid in captivity. The mother first prepares the child for their reality and convinces how wonderful even their little world can be. Later, the movie is also about the duo's adjustment to the outside world. Inspired from a real-life incident, Lenny Abrahamson's Room is a mother and kid's heartwarming story of hope, adjustment, and bonding against extreme isolation, fear, and despair. If not watched yet, we urge you to please go for this claustrophobic beauty. At number 4 in our list is The Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock, released in the year 1954. Perhaps we cannot keep away the master of suspense from a scenario demanding extreme emotions. So we have The Rear Window, one of the most celebrated and original classics from Alfred Hitchcock. A wheelchair-bound photographer spying on his neighbors in a situation of lockdown from his apartment window, gradually getting convinced that one of them is a murderer. It really gets more interesting than this. That's Hitchcock for you. Like few other films of the master, Rear Window is another gem where discovering of a crime is the focus and not the committing of it. A film that doesn't age and remains equally relevant even today. At number 3 in our list is The Exterminating Angel by Louis Buñuel, released in the year 1962. Guests in an upper-class dinner party find themselves unable to leave the venue even after the party is over. They all want to leave. There is no apparent reason for them not being able to step out of the room. Nevertheless, they simply cannot leave. Over the next few days, this bourgeois group lose all their pretense. Position and masks get gradually reduced to their core instincts. That's the surrealist master Louis Buñuel for you with his masterpiece, The Exterminating Angel. A lockdown as unique as one can imagine, and in the process, a hilarious yet deep commentary on the facades of the bourgeois class. Although the political symbolism is not on your face, on a meta layer, Buñuel also comments on the human nature and its tradition of being limited to the boundaries of institutions like religion, society, or political beliefs. A surrealist fantasy not to be missed. At number 2 in our list is The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers, released in the year 2019. Mark our words when we say that Robert Eggers is going to be the next big name in Hollywood. After his 2015 award-winning debut feature The Witch, a gothic horror based on folktale with biblical references, Robert Eggers returns with another atmospheric horror in The Lighthouse. His new film is a harrowing story about 2 lighthouse keepers in a remote island struggling to keep sane in utter physical isolation and fighting their own inner demons. Eggers is back here with mythological references relating to a story of paranoia and sexual repression. The film is a mighty achievement in almost all fields of movie making. Stupendous black and white camera work by Jarin Blaschke, winning him an Oscar nomination, and out-of-skin performances by Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe stand out. This is a movie difficult to stomach in more than a few ways. It has an impact of a nightmare with constant howling noise in the background, but nevertheless a mighty cinematic tour de force. Before we move to our number one position, here is a special mention. Sidney Lumet's Hollywood classic 12 Angry Men is about a jury inside a jury room which decide whether a young man is guilty of murdering his father. It is a unique take on a group of people locked down to a place for a condition fulfillment. The apparent open and shut case gradually develops into a case of bias and preconceptions for the jury itself. The characters could have left the room at any time, hence this one does not feature as a placeholder in our list. Interestingly, the Indian adaptation of the movie Ek Ruka Hua Faisla, starring Pankaj Kapoor, doesn't invoke the same tension or emotion. Perhaps some masterpieces should be left alone. The film that occupies the number one position in our list is The Shining by Stanley Kubrick, released in the year 1980. Well, obviously, Kubrick occupies the top position, as in so many other lists you will find in the cinematic world. Jack Torrance walks in with his family as the winter keeper of the isolated Overlook Hotel. Thereon, we have a story of 4 characters in a hotel full of ghosts. The Shining managed to have extreme mixed response from the time of its release till today. Even Stephen King, the writer of the source novel, himself being extremely critical of the Kubrick show. However, this is a horror film not as much about frightening ghosts or groundbreaking special effects as was expected from Kubrick after 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is a film about random unsettling images, a universe built on repetitions and intriguing resonances. Jack Nicholson is phenomenal as Jack Torrance, while Shelley Duvall as Wendy the wife and Danny Lloyd as Danny the kid make a lasting mark on your memory. Enthusiasts can watch Room 237, an exclusive documentary around different interpretations and hidden meanings about the film, where ideas as audacious as The Shining being Kubrick's confession to the world for faking the NASA moon landing videos are floated. Conspiracy theories apart, The Shining is an all-time masterpiece simply based on the cinematic grounds it hits. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed our list. Please share your comments below on what you think of the list and what other movies you feel should be part of it. We need your support to keep going. Please hit the bell icon for getting notified about new videos and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.